49ers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 59.
Throwing on first down. Jones. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. For a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 41, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 15-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
We go, come on. 180. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gone. He's got Green. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ric Flair. Watch the ship. Super.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Lucky. Check. He's crashing.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 5. Super 1.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd and long.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. D Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check to Hey, team 6. Team 6. Orange. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Yeah, that's what I do. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. You're not ready.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 40, 20.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Count. Here we go. Show it out.
From the 44. Goff finding Green complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
He's got him in, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jones now on first down. A little check down to Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Watch the slide. Watch the slide.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Stay with your man.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Rock it.
Check 9.